Hey everyone, it's Glenn Calloway from the basement. This is the second video I'm uploading today. I don't usually do 2 in a day. Must be something going on. Oh, that's it. I hit 2,000 subscribers. I just, periodically go on to check if people leave comments so I can respond. And I went 2K, and on my 700th video. Isn't that crazy? This is a video to say thank you and to kind of show a couple of things that people have just suggested along the way that's really turned my musical world around. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed. Thank you for everyone who watches. Thanks for all the comments. I love responding back and forth. It's the best part of this whole thing. I start shouting out names here. I'm going to leave people out and they're going to be hurt. So a special thanks to some people who were there from the beginning and helped me. First of all, 2 people who gave me the encouragement to do it when I was kind of talking back and forth with them was Steve Carlson and Rob Walker. Thank you both very much. You're both very kind with your thoughts about doing it and pushing me a little bit. To the first YouTube channel I ever watched, it turned out to be a great friend who our friendship I cherish. Larry Graves, the Canadian Stud Muffin. Norman Maslov, Mazzy. I feel like we're like twin brothers from separate mothers. And watching when I found out from the Hoffman forums that you did videos at the same time, I was kind of catching on. If it wasn't for turning it on and watching you talk about music and whatever, I wouldn't have done it. So Larry and Mazzy, a special thank you. Rachel from Rachel's Ghost, the most supportive person on the planet. She supports everyone in the vinyl community, and it's wonderful, and nothing but respect and love for you, Rachel. Thank you. To the good friends I've met along the way, Sam St. John and Rob from Northern Revolutions, Randy Nelson and Steve from All the World's a Stage, and Chris Prophy, and I'm leaving people out, and I don't want to leave anybody out. Rich Strickler, there's just so many. People I've gotten to meet in person. First YouTube person I met, Robert Hagerman. Robert's on my turntable. Then Larry Graves, Sam St. John. Have I met anybody else in person? I don't think so. But coming up next week, I will meet for the first time John from Music Talk with John, and Marcia from Marcia P. Both live in the Orlando or Florida area where I'm going to be, and we're meeting up, going to a record show, and I'm so excited. October, I'm flying to Tulsa, Oklahoma to go to the Bob Dylan Center, meeting up with Randall Nelson and Steve from All the World's a Stage. Couldn't be more excited. So along the way, sharing this passion for music, we've done CD exchanges, and I've just watched videos, people talking about albums, and I've bought them just on recommendations. And I just want to show you the important ones that turned my frickin' world upside down and sent me in directions I never thought I'd go. There's no order to this. I'm just grabbing them as I see them. So Steve Carlson and Norman Maslov, I don't know how long ago, turned me on to this album called The Third Mind. It was a project with Dave Alvin, who was with the Blasters and also has a solo career. This is a salute to prog music. I mean, just a great album. If you like psychedelic guitar and stuff like that, this is the album for you. Great record, The Third Mind. Turned me on to Dave Alvin. I didn't know he was in the Blasters. I ended up checking that out, and I bought some Dave Alvin stuff. I just love, this is just right up my alley. That's one. Thank you, Mazzy and Steve. Randall Nelson, we did a CD exchange between 5 of us at one point on Rich's channel. Randy suggested we listen to Joe Strummer and the Mescaleros, Streetcore. I knew Joe Strummer from The Clash and just was a casual Clash fan. This album just was perfect for me, just like it was recorded and written and made just for me. I love this album. Thank you, Randy. Got me revisiting The Clash, and I bought all the Clash albums. I've got everything Joe Strummer ever did, I think. I just did a video this morning on the new release of an old concert, and thank you, Randy, for that. Oh, what else is here? Let's talk about Sam St. John, my good friend, bugged me and bugged me and bugged me to listen to this album. It took me, I procrastinated for a few months. I've done the same thing with a guy named Ian No for Sam, and he still hasn't listened to it yet, so we're even. Marty Stewart, Way Out West. Great, great record. Thank you, Sam. This is an awesome album, produced by Mike Campbell. Larry Graves, in one of the CD exchanges, gave me Black Sea by XTC. Now, I knew Making Plans for Nigel. I'm not sure if I knew anything else from XTC. I could have cared less about XTC. I thought they were just a bunch of wankers. I did not know. Listened to this album and it blew my friggin' mind. Became the biggest XTC fan in the world. This then that grew into picking up English Settlement, which is one of my top 10 albums of all time. A masterpiece. Larry, thank you for sending me on this XTC journey. One of my favorite bands of all time. Larry also, as much as I was a David Bowie fan, mostly 70s stuff. 70s stuff, left Bowie alone. When was it? Like early 80s when we got Let's Dance and Young Americans, somewhere late 70s, early 80s. I can't remember the dates. Like those two albums. Other than that, no Bowie for me. I didn't know what the heck he was doing. Larry lent me Low on one of the CD exchanges. Again, mind-blowing. Now I own everything Bowie's ever done. Top 10 artist of all time. That renewed my love for Bowie, and it grew exponentially. Exponentially, how's that for a word? David Bowie, Low. Thank you, Larry. George Allen, the great George Allen, one of the nicest guys in the vinyl community, sent me some VCLT. He sent me this album, Caravan. If I could do it all over again, I'd do it all over you. Well, I knew Caravan from the In the Land Up Gray and Pink album, but a friend of mine had turned me onto that, and I had that on CD, had listened to it a couple times, and just kind of put it on the shelf. Didn't really pay much attention to it. And then listened to this and went, wow, this is frickin' awesome. Pulled out my other Caravan album and went, what the hell am I putting this on the shelf for? This is incredible. Huge Caravan fan. One of my favorite prog bands of all time. And what else? I'm sure there's a ton more. I was trying to pull them, and I couldn't think. I'm excited and all that stuff. One more, a recent one, which has really sent me on a weird kind of thing. This might be becoming my favorite jazz album of all time. Alice Coltrane, Journey in Satch and Dinanda. I absolutely love this album. Again, it just speaks to me. I don't know what it is. It's the Eastern influences. She's a harp player, a piano player. I mean, the harp is beautiful. The piano, the Eastern sounds, and oh man, I mean, this album just is, every note just kills me. So 2,000 subs. I know what's going to happen now. YouTube's going to go and clean up the subscriber things that they do every once in a while and vacuum it up, and I'll be back down to 1.99. But for the moment, I'm at 2K, so that's good. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please, let's get me a little buffer. So just in case they do that, I'll stay at 2K. And to all of you, I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and there's a lot more to come. Take care.